Hi, it's Mike at bookup.com, and I'm in the chess laboratory here working on the versions of Chess Openings Wizard. Behind me you can see the Windows version in training mode, training against itself. I'm also making sure that the program works well on very small tablets, on very large tablets, and on phones, especially Android and iPhone now. But when I'm not doing that, I'm answering your emails. So you can imagine with 66,000 people using the software, I get some repetitive emails. So there's one flavor of email I want to address in a video so I can save myself a lot of time. Here we go. Let me read to you one sample version of that email. Hi, Mike. I'm wondering if your Pro version can use a chess engine to create an opening book, accepting parameters including the depth to go for my side, how many lines from the opponent to analyze, and a starting position, and how deep the opening book should be. Do you have anything like that? Here's the answer. You ready for it? No. Now, to be fair, the professional version does have like Novelty Finder, where it will sweep through an existing ebook and find positions where it has an engine recommendation it thinks is better than what you currently have in there. So that's cool, but that's not exactly what this person's asking for. But here's what I'm going to say about this. If an engine wrote an opening book, you wouldn't want to read it. Here's why. An engine cannot explain the ideas behind the lines it's chosen. And you need to have those ideas explained to you to be able to play them. It's because an engine can't tell you, this is why I'm playing the fawn pawn strange variation you really can't understand. So, a little more background. A few weeks ago, I was on a Skype call with a grandmaster. Now, there are over 1,000 grandmasters, right? But this is a guy who's like top 10 in the world. You would recognize his name. And he pointed this out to me. He said, you know, when a student comes to me who is weak, he'll make a request like this. I'm having trouble in the Nimzo Indian. Can you give me a line? When a stronger player comes to me, he'll say something like, I'm having trouble in the Nimzo Indian. Can you give me some ideas? Let that sit for a minute. A weaker player just saying, give me a line. Probably because they don't have a whole lot of time to study, especially if they're not using power tools. And the stronger player is like, give me some ideas. So, if you were to get these ideas, would you use them? I'm going to call you on that. You said, well, sure, if I get you some ideas. Well, today I'm going to show you where to get some really great ideas, but the answer is old school. So I'm not going to sell you any more software today. Instead, I'm going to tell you, ta-da, get yourself a book. About 2 months ago, and I couldn't wait to get a hold of this book came out. It is a complete repertoire by a grandmaster for white and for black. It is chock full of ideas, new ones. And if you're worried about whether they're checked by a chess engine, they're generally checked by two chess engines in this case, because this grandmaster is on the Komodo team. So there are some limitations, right? When I'm going through this book, this looks like work. First of all, it's not already in my software. I don't have a diagram at every ply. I'm only going to learn about the transpositions if the author noted them here. I can't tell how much of this book I've learned so far, unless, of course, I use a highlighter to highlight everything I've read. I can't test myself on the material when I'm all done, except, of course, if I'm entering it into something like Chess Openings Wizard. So there's some limitations, but tons of ideas. Let me give you at least one shortcut to use with your power tools to make the job easier getting these ideas into your software. So open your hymnals to page 158, where he's discussing a line in the C3 Sicilian. I just happen to have that up here on my iPad Pro. So I don't have the comment ready, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click on the little button here to bring up the comment editor. And then if you notice right over here in the corner, there is a microphone button. So what I'm going to do is hold the book open right here, and I'm going to press the microphone button, and I'm going to dictate the comment. Here it goes. Let's see how this works. This is a transposition to a variation from the French, period. Black lacks compensation for the isolated pawn because he can't get a knight to the e4 outpost, period. Whoa, perfect. Well, not quite perfect. It didn't like the word knight. Actually, what it is, it put the word knight, N-I-G-H-T, rather than K-N-I-G-H-T, because dictation doesn't understand chess. So there you go. There's your time savers for today, since you're already using Chess Openings Wizard. So you know where to find ideas, and you've got the best power tool out there. You have no more excuses. I'll look forward to seeing your note about how you use Chess Openings Wizard to climb another 200 points soon.